Yep.
Top receivers for the Mountaineers, Atkins with 4 catches with 80 yards, along with 35 and 1 touchdown. Oliver for Mines, 2 catches, 93 yards. One of those was a 70-yard touchdown. The leading tacklers are the Wasser brothers for the Mountaineers. Carter with 6, and Cade and actually David Velasquez both have 3 for the Mountaineers. And for the Mines, it's Caleb Korkamp and Drake Fennel, both with 5 tackles. Total yards, 329 for the Mountaineers, 208 for the School of Mines. Seton, the leading rusher, with 56.
Well, I'll tell you, this team, Steve, what I can see and the way they've been playing is the real deal.
They've come a long ways in the Jazz Bain era, and Coach and his staff, getting his staffs together, have done a great job.
That's for sure.
Keep this in mind, the opening game of the RMAC season on a Thursday night, the first week, Mines beat CSU Pueblo by 35-plus points. Mesa beat Western that first week by 20, and then Mesa knocked off Mines last week in double overtime by 1. I'm going to suggest to you, based on the early season scores, that Western State, Mesa, and Mines are the top 3 teams in the RMAC, and they played each other here in the first 3 weeks of play.
Yep.
Make it the first 4. This is game number 4 for the Mountaineers, as we're about set for the kickoff to start the second half. And Mines will receive. Western won the toss, and they chose to receive to start the ball game. So Winky will kick off. He finished the first half with an attempted 55-yard field goal that was short and wide. And now he'll have a chance, Gene, to kick the ball into that same end zone with only a light breeze on the field. 2 back for Mines, including Oliver, the do-everything sophomore. He's their leading receiver and pretty good return man as well. Here's the kick. Winky will drive Oliver into the end zone. He's going to nil it down and move it out to the 25-yard line.
That's where Colorado School of Mines will take over, and I'm sure that Coach Auer made some defensive changes at halftime, as did Ryan McDonough on the offensive side of the football, so let's hope for a good half.
Wasser, Vass, and Campbell in there at linebacker for the Mountaineers. As Dvorak will go 4 wide on the first play of the second half from his own 25. He's got, it looks like, Seton off his right shoulder. Here's the handoff to Seton. He's stopped at the line of scrimmage, and Tommy Chavara is in there with help from a couple of linebackers.
Isaiah Jackson was in there.
And Mines will not get back to the original line of scrimmage on first down. Called a loss of a yard, 2nd and 11, just shy of the 25 for Mines. Javar off the right end, Yurko in the middle. And Dvorak on a long count. Fakes the handoff on the keeper. He's going to be flushed out of the pocket. Wasser's going to track him down. Here's the throw downfield. Caught by Young. A great catch out close to the 50, across the 50 to the Mountaineer 48-yard line. So a great job of scrambling that time by Dvorak. He finds Young downfield. A big first down for the Mines as they pick up 26 yards on that pass play. Here's a pass over in the left flat, again complete to Richter, and he'll be knocked out of bounds just short of a first down at the Mountaineer 38.
Jackson over there to knock him out along with Roderick Waters.
2nd and 1 for Mines at the Mountaineer, just outside the Mountaineer 38. They'll go 2 wide, 3 wide to the right, 1 to the left. Dvorak and Seton in the backfield. Seton will get the handoff. He'll have a first down as Wasser brings him down as he crosses the 35. but he needed one. He got 3. Yurko's there to help on the tackle. Boyce in, Alvarez out for the Mountaineers. As Dvorak on 1st and 10 from the Mountaineer 34. Will go 3 wide to the right side again. Here's the snap. Dvorak with the man open in the slot. That pass is complete. And that'll pick up about 6 or 7. And I think that was Oliver. Yes, it was. The tight end on the catch.
And Steve, that was a quick hitter over the middle, and he got rid of that football pretty quick.
Marked the ball at the 26, 2nd and 2 for the Ore Diggers. 2 wide to either side here. On a long count by Dvorak. Man in motion now. Seton, he'll get the handoff up the middle. He'll have the first down. Bass was there on the tackle along with Campbell for the Mountaineers. But Seton will pick up enough yardage for the first down. Mark the ball at the Mountaineer 22. First offensive possession of the second half, and Mines has moved it 50-plus yards down the field. Dvorak out of the shotgun. Looks to the middle. He's flushed out. Now looks back. Has a man open in the end zone. Oliver over his head. Incomplete. The coverage down there by Halligan for the Mountaineers. Pretty good coverage for Western defense.
Boy, I tell you what, that ball went off the fingertips of Oliver. That could have been a pretty good pass had it been lower.
Yeah, a little high there. Oliver at 6'3", needed to be about 6'6" to make that call. Mountaineers send War and Mitchell Jones. He's the 4th member of the Woodinville, Washington clan in there on defense now. As Dvorak will work out of the shotgun. 2 on the play clock. Here's the snap. Seton's got the handoff. Tries the right side. He'll pound ahead for about 4 or 5 before he's stopped by, that looks like Yurko, and it is. Shamara in and Boyce out for the Mountaineers.
Carves it.
Third down and call it 5. Ball at the Mountaineer 17-yard line. Here's the snap. Dvorak the pass. Good rush again. Has a man, Richter, crossing right across the 10. He'll make the catch in front of Mitchell. And that's good for another first down. Give the Ore Diggers a 1st and goal just inside the Mountaineer 7. 21-17, Mountaineers on top. Colorado Mines on the move. 3 wide to the right side here on 1st and goal. Long count by Dvorak. Hand off to Seton. He's going to be caught behind the line. Shavara and Wasser, Carter Wasser, there to make that stop as soon as Seton got the handoff.
Boy, they come in untouched, both of them, and nailed Seton, like you said, as soon as he took the handoff.
Mark the ball back to the 8 as Western will send in Bass and Halligan. War and Mitchell come off for the Mountaineers. 2nd and goal from the 8. Here's the pass left side. Young off his fingertips. And Young got away with the push off on Jackson over there in the flat.
Jackson, good defense down there.
War and Mitchell back in, and Bass and Halligan come back out for the Mountaineers. 3rd and goal from the Mountaineer 8. 3 wide right, 1 to the left. Young down on the left side, Seton off the left shoulder. Dvorak with time. Now throws a little swing pass out to Seton. He beats Jackson one-on-one. He'll carry it into the end zone for a touchdown, and Mines will regain the lead at 23-21.
Isaiah had a shot at him and just missed the tackle.
Seton tough to bring down as he's demonstrated throughout the game. That'll go officially as an 8-yard touchdown pass from Dvorak to Seton. Marshall in to attempt the extra point. Here's the snap. The kick is up, and the kick is good. And with 10:38 left in the third, your score now, Mines 24, Western 21, here on Mountaineer Radio.
Hey, if you've had a vehicle accident or just need body and paint work, head for Buff's Collision. They have over 60 years experience in the shop and body work alone, and they know the ropes when it comes to helping with that insurance claim. And they provide free estimates. Buff's Collision is your full-service collision center. They're open 7:30 to 5:30, Monday through Friday at 601 South 10th. Call them, 641-CRASH. Buff's Collision Service, 601 South 10th Street.
All right, we're back with you at Mountaineer Bowl. Gene Hill, Steve Williams, and Harv Reeves here in the booth with Linda Reeves back on the board. And Linda, hope you're enjoying this ball game. It's a good one up here right now as the Mountaineers getting ready to receive the kickoff.
Grasso and Perkins back deep as Marshall to kick. Back and forth we go as Mines now has their second lead in the ball game, 24-21.
Back to receive the kickoff, Perkins and Grasso.
There's Tom Chavara in the middle of the field.
Yep.
He's going to protect those two return men. Stands right at his own 20. Marshall with the kick. This is end over end. Grasso will take it in the end zone, and he'll nil it down wisely, and the Mountaineers will have a 1st and 10 at their own 25. (24-21) Mines here early in the second half. They had the first possession in the second half, and a 75-yard drive for the touchdown. Araby will bring Eckler on the field. He'll have Perkins, Apodaca, McDonald, and Atkins out there. 3 wide to the right side. McDonald goes wide to the short side, the left side of the field. First down play. Handoff to Eckler. He fights up the middle, and he'll get a yard, maybe 2. Will depend on the spot, as Mines had that play pretty well figured out. Give Eckler just a little over a yard, and this will bring up 2nd down and 9 for the Mountaineers. Apodaca and Atkins come wide to the right side. Morgan will line up tight right, and McDonald will go wide left. Araby out of the shotgun. Another handoff to Eckler. He's tripped at the line, breaks through, fights his way over the 30. He'll pick up about 5. They'll spot him out at the 32.
Tackle made there that time by Chris Brockman. He's out of Richmond, Texas, on Eckler.
Apodaca and McDonald come out for the Mountaineers. So we'll have a new package in there. Morgan stays in at tight end. 3rd down and call it 3 from the Mountaineer 33-yard line. Apodaca and Atkins go wide to the left side. Morgan lines up tight right, 2 in the backfield. Grasso and Eckler. Eckler will go in motion to the left side. Grasso takes the handoff, and he'll fight his way in the middle. Looks like the ball's loose as Grasso was stopped right at the line. I think the Mountaineers will come out of the pile with the football, but this will force a 4th down situation. Grasso actually on the spot picked up about a yard, 4th and 2 from the Mountaineer 33, and Boyd will go back to his, he's going to stand at about the 17, 18-yard line. Mines will send a single man back to their 30. Here's Boyd's punt. High spiral kick. Fair catch called for and bobbled, and Mines will recover and run the ball out at about the 27-yard line.
That was number 81 on the reception there, Logan Woish. Logan fumbled that football like you alluded to, Steve, but got it, went out of bounds.
So Mines on their first possession went 75 yards for a score. Western was forced to punt on their first possession here in the second half, and we'll see what Mr. Dvorak and his friends can do on their second possession. 24-21, Mines on top. 8:29 left in the third. In motion goes Seton. He'll get the inside handoff straight up the middle. And the Mountaineers will drive him back at the 30. They'll spot him just over the 30. Give him a pickup of about 3.
He's up 2nd and 7 for Mines.
And call it 2nd and 7. The ball just over the Mines 30. Too wide to either side. Seton a single setback. Western showing blitz. Here's the snap. And here's a pass over the head of the defenders, in and out of Oliver's hands. That was Waters down there on the coverage along with Halligan, and they created enough confusion. Gene and Oliver not able to hold on to that ball down at the Western 40-yard line.
Now, I'm not sure that Waters didn't get his hand on the ball and help knock it loose.
Might have. 3rd down and 7 from the Mines 30. Halligan and Waters in at the safeties. Here's the snap to Dvorak across the middle. He goes to Young. He'll make the catch out at the 45. That'll be good for the first down. Jackson there on the defense for the Mountaineers.
Just straight over the middle, a slant, and hit him perfectly in the numbers. Jackson there to make the tackle.
1st and 10 Ore Diggers at their own 45. 3 wide to the right, 1 to the left. Single setback, long count. Fakes the handoff. Dvorak looks down the middle. Now he's going to sprint out to the right side. He's going to keep it, and he'll run out of bounds at about the 50-yard line. Closely pursued there by Carter Wasser.
And Justin Barnum was also pursuing.
Dvorak just spread the field that time. Gene saw an opening and picked up 4 yards on first down. Call it 2nd and 6 from the Mines 49-yard line. 2 wide either side. Dvorak out of the shotgun. Long count again. Now a missed snap. The ball's on the ground, and we've got a couple of flags thrown. This should be a procedure penalty against Mines.
And I think it's going to go against the center.
Apparently lost track of the count.
Snap infraction, number 76, offense, 5 yards, 2nd down.
He lost the count, Gene, and when he snapped it, it was on the ground, and Dvorak, I think from the booth, that looked like a look of shock on his face. It's hard to see through the face mask, but that's what the body language indicated. So call it 2nd now and 11 from the Mines 44. They'll go 3 wide to the left, 1 to the right. Dvorak again in the long count as he takes his time. Good pressure by the Mountaineers. He's going to be hit behind the line, throws the ball away.
And he wasn't out of the box, Steve.
He was not out of the box. He should have been flagged there for intentional grounding.
Boy, there
is no foul for intentional grounding. Number 42 is in the area.
So that's a gift for Dvorak, as he was in the grasp that time of Yurko. Should have been called the sack. Instead, it'll be 3rd down and 11 from the Mines 44-yard line.
Tommy Chavera getting this crowd fired up.
3 wide to the left, 1 to the right for Dvorak from his own 44. Mountaineers show blitz again. Here they come. Dvorak avoids. Now he's being pressed by Yurko again. And Yurko hitting the back, no call. Here's a pass downfield, complete. And Dvorak, after all that scrambling, is going to have a first down pass at the Mountaineer 41.
Boy, and that was clearly a block in the back, Steve. No doubt about that one. No flag.
So another gift here for the Ore Diggers. They get the first down, no call in the backfield. They'll send 2 wide to either side at the Mountaineer 41. Dvorak again in the long count. Here's the snap. Seton with the handoff. He'll try the middle, and he'll have good yardage as he runs over the top of Wasser. Wasser will drag him down at the 35. Call that a pickup of 6 on first down.
Well, School of Mines definitely with a couple of breaks on this series.
2nd and 4, 3 wide to the left, 1 to the right. Seton off the left shoulder. Long count for the Ore Diggers. Now that's actually Guy in the backfield. He'll take the handoff and he'll pick up good yardage close to the first down. I think that was Haseo on the tackle. He'll come out of the ball game, and that will be a first down for Mines. 1st and 10 at the Western 31-yard line. 5:07 left here in the third, 24-21. Mines on top of Western, and they're on the move at the Mountaineer 31. 3 wide to the left side. Oliver's the tight set on the left. Long count again. We're down to 7 on the play clock. Here's the snap. Dvorak wants to pass. Has a man streaking down the sideline. In and out of his hands.
Oh, no.
And a late flag thrown by the back judge. That was good coverage on the side down there on the sideline. And I'm trying to figure out who the defender was.
7, defense, 15
David
yards,
Gillespie.
automatic, first down.
15-yard play. Gene, what did you think of that call?
No, that was, Steve, that was just, play was over. Didn't seem like there was any contact to amount to anything. Wow.
So Mines gets their 3rd break of the drive. 1st and 10 at the Mountaineer 16-yard line. Single setback. Seton does the blocking for Dvorak. Dvorak's going to try to run up the middle, and he'll be gang tackled by the middle of the Mountaineer defense. And that was Barnum that gets off the bottom of the pile. I think that's Mitchell Jones for the Mountaineers. Give Dvorak a pickup of about 3. Call it 2nd and about 7 from the Mountaineer 13-yard line. 2 wide to either side for Dvorak, and he'll swing a pass out to Seton on the right side. And here's a late flag against the Mountaineers. They're going to call roughing the passer on Chivara. Wow.
Holy cow.
Wow. That pass went, I believe it was incomplete.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, 96, defense, after distance to the goal line.
Tommy
First down.
Chivara. But Steve, how many times has Brett Airvey been hit today?
That's the 4th questionable call on this drive alone against the Mountaineers.
The ball is placed on the 7-yard line, giving Mines a 1st and goal to go.
1st and goal for Mines from the 7, and the Western defense is going to have to stiffen up here after the breaks being given to the Ore Diggers. Seton's going to try the middle. He's going to pick up a yard, maybe 2. Yeah, this has been a good ball game. We really don't need to have these kinds of adjustments being made out there by the officiating crew.
Let the kids decide it.
2nd and goal from the Mountaineer 4. Dvorak will go with 2 wide to the left. Tight end set on the left side, 1 to the right. Seton a single setback. He'll try the middle. He'll pound his way down to the goal line and in. A 4-yard touchdown run by Seton. And the Ore Diggers will extend their lead to 9 points with the extra point to come. Marshall will set up for the extra point. The kick is up, and the kick is good. Just barely got in the left upright. And with 3:17 left here in the 3rd quarter, your score now, Mines 31, Western 21 on Mountaineer Radio.
Hey, if you've had a vehicle accident or just need body and paint work, head for Buffs Collision. They have over 60 years experience in the shop and body work alone, and they know the ropes when it comes to helping with that insurance claim. And they provide free estimates. Buffs Collision is your full-service collision center. They're open 7:30 to 5:30 Monday through Friday at 601 South 10th. Call them 641-CRASH. Buffs Collision Service, 601 South 10th Street.
Now we're back at Mountaineer Bowl where the Mountaineers will go on offense again. The School of Mines puts it in the end zone for a 31-21 lead with 3:17 to go here in the third quarter, Steve.
4-yard run by Seton. Coach Baines was out there during the timeout talking to the referee, wanting an explanation. It's bad enough when you get a couple of calls in one drive that go that way, but when you have 4 that made that much of a difference, you know, and off the top of my head, that was about a 75-yard drive, and probably somewhere around 45 of that was on penalties. Here's Grosso. He'll take the ball at the 5. He's all the way out to the 30, the 35. A great run back by Vince Grosso. Just what the Mountaineers need as they take that kickoff. Grosso took it on about the 3 and returned it out to the Mountaineer 35-yard line.
Jeff Keating, a redshirt freshman cornerback from Woodlands, Texas, made that tackle.
31-21, Mines on top as they've extended their lead. And Araby and the Mountaineers will try to get some of that back. They're going to go with 2 in the backfield. Grosso and Eckler on either side of Araby, 2 wide to the left side here on first down from their own 35. Eckler's got the football. He's going to try the right corner. He's got it. He's out to the 40 and out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. So Eckler's going to be awful close to a first down. They're going to give it to the Mountaineers, a 10-yard pickup for Eckler on that first down run.
And folks, Austin Eckler just passed Nate Campbell on Western State's all-time rushing attempts. He has 108 carries now in his career.
2 wide to the left side. Morgan lines up tight on the right for the Mountaineers. Eckler in motion, right to left. Grosso, the other running back, and here's the pass across the middle to Perkins. He's going to make the catch.
No, they're going to call it incomplete.
No, they're going to wave it off. It looked like Perkins had that catch. Mines lobbied for it, and they get the incomplete pass call. Perkins went down low to make that catch. He would have had enough for the first down. This will bring up a second down and 10 for the Mountaineers from their own 45. Atkins and McDonald go wide to the left side. As Fuqua in there lines up tight now, and Mines across the line.
Yep, there's that
Western
shift.
on the shift, and that should be an offsides penalty against Mines.
Offside, 99. Defense with contact, 5 yards, second down.
So Western on the shift, Drew Mines' left end off, and they will pick up 5 yards out to the 50, bring up 2nd and 5, 2 wide to the left. Single setback now as Fuqua lines up tight right behind the right tackle. Shift again for the Mountaineers. Araby out of the shotgun, and now we've got a flag, and I think Western moved too soon on this one.
37.
And they
Offense.
did. That was on
5 yards.
Fuqua. And
Second
so the Mountaineers will give the 5 yards back as Apodaca and Morgan come in. Fuqua and Quick come out for the Mountaineers. So Quick must be lining up as a tight end there, Gene, in that formation. And he's a big one, 305 pounds.
Has Western done that shift this year?
I don't remember that before. Quick is a redshirt freshman out of Pritchard, Colorado. 6'3", 305 pounds. A lot of blocking. 2 wide to the right for the Mountaineers, 1 to the left. Eckler the single setback here on 2nd and 10 from the 45. Araby wants to pass, has Atkins down the left sideline. He'll make the catch. A late flag in. This should be pass interference against Mines, as Atkins made that catch all the way down inside the 35.
Boy, where they dropped that flag, Steve, I hope they didn't call that on Atkins as a push-off or something.
Well, they've been letting the pushing go back and forth all day, and this should go
Holding.
against
23.
Yeah.
Defense.
Okay.
Penalty is declined. Result of the play is a first down.
So Atkins got the first down. And the Mountaineers will send Apodaca and McDonald out, and that looks like Rico Tipton back in. He's a freshman running back. So the Mountaineers will go with, I suspect, two in the backfield as Atkins comes wide to the right. Slot right goes Apodaca, one to the left. Here's the handoff, fake handoff in the backfield, and that's Tipton again. He goes in there, Gene, and takes the snap for the Mountaineers. So I guess you could call him quarterback. I'm going to have to look and see how they line up on that one. He ran the ball, picked up a couple, maybe three. We'll call it 2nd and 7 from the Mines 30. 1:45 left here in the third, 31-21. Mountaineers trail, but they're on the move. Irby will go two wide to the right, one to the left here. Eckler off his right shoulder. And here's the pass over to Perkins on the right side. He makes a catch. He's down to the 20. That should be enough for a first down as he got that wide receiver screen. Armstrong downfield on the block, and that will be a first down for Perkins.
They've ran that play a couple of times, Steve, and Perkins,
Yep.
like you said, has that burst of speed out there on the outside.
He'll come out along with Schroeder for the Mountaineers. 1st and 10 from the Mines 20. 1:05 left here in the third. Three wide to the left side. Morgan lined up tight right. Eckler off the right shoulder. Araby out of the shotgun. Eckler on a left side sweep. He gets strung out, and he will be caught behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the spot. So Mines had that one figured out, Gene. And Eckler had nowhere to go as the Mines defense strung the play out.
Yeah, Eckler couldn't cut up into the line, into the scrimmage line. He had to go laterally, and they caught up with him.
Designed to go down that or around that left corner, but Mines strung the play out enough that there was nowhere to go. And now on 2nd down and 12 from the Mines 22, Eckler out of the shotgun as Morgan shifts left to right. Two wide to the right side, one to the left. Eckler, inside handoff. He's down inside the 10, 5, and he's close to the goal line. They're going to spot him just short. That's about a 20-yard run for Eckler. He broke into the secondary, Gene, and jived his way down close to the Mines goal line. They're going to spot it at the 1.
Robert Quick into the ball game for the Mountaineers.
First and goal as we end the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. And after 3, your score, Mines 31, Western 21. Western will have the ball at the Mines 1 when we come back after this timeout.
The Wet Grocer is your thirst quencher headquarters in Gunnison, bringing all major spirit brands, fine wines, and a variety of major beers and microbrew beers to the Gunnison Valley. Wherever the fun is, the Wet Grocer is. Supporting Cattleman Days, the Summer Softball Tournament, Mountaineer Athletics, the City of Gunnison Rec Program, and our veterans. The Wet Grocer, always where the action is.
All right, we're back at Mountaineer Bowl, and Austin Eckler's mother is going all the way down to the other end down there, Steve, where the Mountaineers will have the ball on the 1. She's carrying a sign, of course, with Austin's picture on it. She wants to see this up close.
Western will send Eckler and Araby back in. McDonald and Atkins go wide to the right side. Quick is actually lining up inside. He's there at the left guard. Unbalanced line left. Fuqua will line up on the left side. Eckler off the right shoulder. 1st and goal from the Mines 1. Eckler gets a handoff. He's in the end zone for the touchdown. The first play of the fourth quarter, Western cuts the Mines lead to 4. They'll have an extra point coming up. Eckler on that 1-yard carry. Winky to try the extra point.
Winky's in to try the extra point.
Here's the kick. It is up and it is good. And 4 seconds into the fourth quarter, we've got ourselves a ball game. Western 28, Mines 31, as Western will kick off the Mines when we come back after this timeout on Mountaineer Radio.
If you think nobody has money to lend for home loans these days, think again. Gunnison Savings and Loan is making new mortgages, refinances, and construction loans every day. Our professional loan officers provide personal service, money-saving options, and terms to fit your personal needs. Visit us in Gunnison or Crested Butte and see for yourself why we're the Gunnison Country's #1 mortgage lender. FDIC insured, an equal housing lender, Gunnison Savings and Loan. Serving the Gunnison Country since 1911, serving you whenever you're ready.
All right, we're back at the Mountaineer Bowl, and the Mountaineers getting ready to kick off here as we're just started the fourth quarter, and Western scored on the first play of the fourth quarter. So, like Steve said, 31-28, Colorado School of Mines. That was a pretty good drive, Steve, by the Mountaineers.
Yes, it was a drive they needed. Go ahead and look at those stats, Gene, and let us know what we've got. 46 degrees here in the bowl as it's not warmed up. It was supposed to get in the mid-50s today. I don't think it's going to make it, Gene, as we're 5 minutes after 3. Winky to kick off. Very little wind in the bowl. This is a low line drive. Oliver's going to let it go in the end zone and out. He didn't like the way that one looked. And wisely let it go into the end zone.
Sorry, bud. Passing now, Brett Araby, 13 for 21 for 210 yards and 3 touchdowns. Dvorak, 17 for 28, 252 yards with 2 touchdowns. Eckler with 20 carries, 145 yards. Seton, 16 carries for 76 yards.
This is a huge series for the Mountaineer defense, and they'll have Alvarez, Yurko, and Chavara on that front line. And they've been harassing Mr. Dvorak all day. He'll go 3 wide to the right side, 1 to the left here on first down from his own 25. Here's the handoff to Guy, left side. He pounds forward. He's going to have about 5 yards off that left side of the Mines line. Good line for Mines. Experienced line, maybe one of the, well, I think they are one of the best lines in the RMAC.
And our defensive line, Steve, has done pretty good today.
Second down and 5 as we've gone with a 3-4 most of the day. Here's the handoff to Guy. He's tripped up behind the line by Carter Wasser, and he may get back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to give him forward progress, but Wasser hit him first, and then the rest of the front 7 finished him off there for no gain. 3rd and 5 for Mines from their own 30. 14 minutes left here in the ball game. Mines with a 3-point lead, 31-28. Dvorak 3 wide to the right. Guy off his left shoulder. Dvorak wants to pass. Here comes pressure. He comes up the middle. He's going to have enough yardage for a first down as he slides down right at the first down marker. That was Campbell that shut him down. Well, they're going to mark him short, Gene.
Yep.
That'll bring up a 4th down for the Ore Diggers. 4th and 1 from their own 34. Looks like they're going to go for it. They're going to gamble here on 4th down. Here's the play. Guy takes it. He's going to be stopped short of the first down. A huge play by the Mountaineer defense. They're going to take the ball over on downs. Holy cow, 1st and 10. At the Mines 34, Mines gambled and lost, Gene. They tried to go with the quick play, and the Mountaineer defense was up to it.
Well, I tell you what, they hit him and stopped him right in his tracks. And what a great stop for the Mountaineers.
What a momentum changer this could be.
Yep.
As the Mountaineers scored 4 seconds into the half on a 1-yard carry by Eckler, and they can take the lead if they can score on this short field. They'll have a first down just inside the Mines 35.
Todd Auer, the defensive coordinator, had to come over and take a quick little seat on the bench there. He was so out of breath and excited. That's great.
Well, geez, I don't believe this. This is the old Mines. Call a timeout and measure the play after you've set the ball and moved it from the original point on the field. This happened in Mines 3 years ago, late in the game, and cost Western a football game.
I don't know why they do that.
I don't know why they think they can do that.
Right.
That's just ridiculous. They've already moved the chain. They've already moved the chains and given Western the first down. Then they call for a measurement. How can you possibly do this?
That's a ploy.
Wow.
That's a ploy by the School of Mines coaching staff.
You got to put this on the officiating's back, Gene. The officials should never stand for this. It's a first down, Western State. Let's start the ball game. Let's play football here.
And here comes the chains.
How can you possibly do this? You've already moved the chains, given Western the first down.
Boy, that is terrible. That is terrible. Now they're going to say he's still short, but that's ridiculous.
Unbelievable.
Yep.
Unbelievable. How can you possibly call for a measurement when you've reset the chains?
And once that ball is set, it's ready for play.
Wow.
Man.
So, in a questionable or very bizarre call, Mines is short by 6 inches. Western first and 10, just inside the 35. Here's the handoff to Eckler, right side try. He's going to pound down to the 30. On first down, giving him a pickup of 5.
Well, I tell you what, if they'd have gave Mines a first down on that, this place would have erupted.
Ball marked just short of the 30. Call it second and a short 6 for the Mountaineers. Too wide to the left for the Mountaineers. Tight set on the right. Fuqua in there lined up right behind the right tackle. Now they shift. He goes to the left side. Eckler off the right shoulder. Second down at 6. Araby has McDonald. He makes a catch at the 30, and he's down close to the 25. He's going to be a little short of the first down.
Adam Leonard, a redshirt junior, brings him down.
Wide receiver screen, and they're going to mark it at about the 26. Third down and 1 for the Mountaineers. As Araby looks to the bench, McDonald will come wide left. Apodaca and Atkins go wide to the right. Eckler off the left shoulder. 12 minutes left in the ball game. 31-28 Mines. Western 3rd and 1 at the Mines 26. Eckler with the handoff. He'll have the first down and more. He picked up a couple there. They're going to mark the ball inside the 25. Apodaca comes out, and Grosso comes in along with Perkins. McDonald comes out. First and 10 Mountaineers just inside the 25. Perkins and Atkins go wide to the right side. Morgan lines up tight left. Eckler and that's either Grosso. I think that is Grosso. Eckler goes in motion. Grosso gets the handoff, and he breaks through the first line, pounds his way inside the 30. And he was stopped at the line of scrimmage, Gene, but he kept fighting, pushed the ball forward. A nice pickup by Vince on first down, give him 6, 2nd and 4 for the Mountaineers
That's
at the 18-yard line.
That's a basic coaching procedure to keep those legs driving. Don't stop them.
Perkins and Atkins go wide right again. Morgan lines up on the left side. Grosso on the left shoulder. Eckler on the right. Araby out of the shotgun. 2nd and 4 from the Mines 18. Araby, wide receiver screens. Perkins has got it. Turns upfield, and he'll be brought down short of the 15-yard line. Give him a pickup of a couple. Call it 3rd down and a short 2 for the Mountaineers. The ball spotted just inside the 16-yard line.
Adam Leonard in on that tackle for
Play comes
Mines.
in from the sidelines for the Mountaineers. As they take their time, Atkins will come wide to the left. McDonald will go wide right. Irby with 5 on the play clock. In motion goes Fuqua. 2-1. There's the snap. Eckler's got it. Left side try. He breaks out. He's at the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Austin Eckler.
Wow. Yes, yes, yes. Wow, what a run by Eckler.
Western regains the lead with the extra point attempt coming. 34-31. Winky with the try. That's a 16-yard run for Eckler. I think that is his 4th touchdown of the ball game. I believe that's correct. Here's Winky's kick. It is up and it is good. And with 9:50 left, your score now, Western 35, Mines 31 here on Mountaineer Radio.
I think they're going for the newest McPick too, Rick.
Nice hustle up to the counter.
She's going for the quarter pounder with cheese.
Gotta like the choice on that one.
He's choosing the triple cheeseburger, and it's good!
NFL season is here, and so is the newest McPick 2 for $5 lineup at McDonald's. Mix and match faves like the quarter pounder with cheese, 10-piece chicken McNuggets, the filet of fish, and the new pick triple cheeseburger with 2 slices of cheese. Hurry in and enjoy the choice. Price and participation may vary. Limited time only. Price of single item listed on menu board.
Back to a very excited Mountaineer Bowl here, at least on the Western State side, as Austin Eckler went into the end zone with the defender on him from School of Mines, and a great run and nice series by the offense.
Drug him into the end zone, and
yeah.
Western takes advantage of that short field as Mines gambled, tried to run a quick play, 4th and less than a yard. They were short. The officials came in and measured after the chains had been reset. It was still short. Figure that one out. Holy cow. Somebody's going to have to explain that one to me. Winky with the kickoff. He's going to drive this one into the end zone over Oliver's head, and the Ore Diggers will take over at their own 25-yard line. So another huge series for the Mountaineer defense. They came up big in that last series. Wasser and Campbell out there at linebacker. Alvarez, Chavera, and Yurko on the front line. And pick up the other linebackers. That looks like it might be Joey Dill out there.
Yeah,
on the side.
it does, Steve. See if I can get that. That is Joey out there.
Dvorak and Seton in the backfield, 3 wide to the left, 1 to the right. Dvorak wants to go left, has a man open out at the 30. He's coming back to the inside. He'll have enough yardage. That's Richter for the first down, as Carter Wasser was the first one to hit him.
Coming into the ball game now is Justin Barnum. Coming out is Marfizio.
1st and 10 for Mines at their own 35. 3 wide to the right. Rollout right for Dvorak. Looks downfield. Now a little swing pass out to Richter. He was the safety. And Kate Wasser there to make the stop as Richter goes out after about a 4-yard pickup. Marked the ball out to the Mines 38-yard line, just over the 38. Second down, and 7. Richter will go wide left. Oliver comes to the slot on the right side. Seton off the left shoulder for Dvorak. 3-man front for the Mountaineers. They played a great football game here through 3.5 quarters. Dvorak on a long count. He's down to 1 second. He just did get that off. Goes down the left sideline and overthrows Young down there. And Young, more pushing and shoving. He pushed off Jackson and got away with it.
Yep.
And if Dvorak hadn't thrown that over his head, he was wide open down the sideline.
All right, a big third down series here, or set here, and the football players are trying to fire this crowd up, and they are.
Dvorak will go too wide to either side. Off the right hash, he has Seton off his left shoulder. 3rd and 7 from the Mines 38. Long count. Dvorak again, down inside 2, 1, 0. That's delay a game. He should have got a flag. Here he goes down the left side again. Richter fighting off Jones. No call. That should have been a delay a game against Dvorak. He did not get that snap off. No call was made, and that goes incomplete. Mines is going to have to punt.
At this time, Steve, we will take the incompletion as opposed to the...
Yeah, Dvorak using all the clock, as that's part of Mines' strategy. They're running that play clock down, 8:41 left. They're going to have to punt here. And, Gene, this is a place to watch for the fake.
Yep, beware.
As here's the snap and the run, and this is a rugby-style kick. It's going to bounce and take a Mines bounce all the way down inside the Western State 10. They're going to mark it at about the 5, so that's a huge punt for the Mines from their own 38 all the way down to the Western 5. That's a 57-yard punt, rugby punt for the Ore Diggers.
Well, and that rugby-style punt, Steve, got past our receivers, the punt receivers down there, and they had to chase it down. They decided to let it go.
Well, Perkins wisely watched that thing take strange bounces and backed away from the ball, not expecting it to go that deep. Right. So Western right, they've got Mines right where they need him, Gene.
Yeah.
A 95-yard drive that'll take 8 minutes in this game would be right where we wanted. Eckler will take the handoff on first down. He picks up a couple off the right side.
Now what we need, Steve, is an open area for Austin Eckler, and he's gone. Boy, would that be poetic for this ball game.
Schroeder comes out and Perkins comes out. And that was Apodaca and Morgan that entered the ball game, so they'll set up in a tight formation here. McDonald goes wide right, Apodaca in the slot right, Atkins comes to the left, Morgan will set up tight on the left. Eckler off the right shoulder. Now Morgan shifts to the right side. Araby in the count. He's got Eckler up the middle. Eckler pounds out to the 10 and across. He's out to about the 12. So nice run by Austin there as he gets the ball out across the 10 to the 12-yard line. Fuqua will come in. Quick will come in. Morgan and Apodaca out. So they'll go with the unbalanced line here on 3rd and short. 3rd and call it about 3 for the Mountaineers. Mountaineers will send Atkins and McDonald wide to the right. Now they shift. Fuqua lines up behind the right tackle. Here's the handoff to Eckler. Right side try. He's got a big run. Here he goes. 30, 40, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. Touchdown. Yes! Austin Eckler. 88 yards for the touchdown. And holy cow.
And that was it, Steve. That was it. Right there. Oh, my. .31-31, 88-yard run by Eckler. That young man gets in the flat, Steve. You better have a speedster or you ain't going to catch him.
Winky for the try, the extra point. Western up now by 10. The kick is up, and the kick is good. And with 6:49 left in your football game, the score, Western 42, Mines 31 here on Mountaineer Radio.
This is Chuck Hawes at Western Slope Connection. We have a full line of steel and aluminum at great prices. Angle iron, flat stock, round and square solid, pipe, channel, and rebar. We carry welding supplies, gas, welding rod, grinding wheels, welding hoods, and welding gloves. If we don't have it in stock, we can get it. We are located on the west end of Gunnison, south of the car wash, under the Welding and Steel sign. 641-5171. At Western Slope Connection, we can weld your crack.
Well, I'll tell you what, you've got an excited broadcast booth right here. And Austin Eckler just took off, and I had just made the comment that that's what I'd like to see. And boy, did Austin come through. But who do we give credit to also, Steve, is that front line, that offensive line on that right side of the Mountaineers, who opened up a huge hole for Austin Eckler. And I've made this comment before, if Austin gets in the flat, you better have a speedster. You're not going to catch him, and Mines didn't have that speedster out there, and Austin was gone.
42-31, Mountaineers on top. Eckler's easily over 200 yards in the ball game now as Winky to kick off. And he kicks this one high, and Oliver's going to take it at the goal line. He's at the 5, the 10, the 15, 20, and he's going to be gang tackled just across the 20-yard line.
Okay, Mountaineers, keep your composure now. There's a couple of little scuffles down there.
That's the key. You need to play smart football. Mines will likely try to stir things up as Boyce in there at the left end now, along with Chavara and Yurko on that three-man front. 1st and 10 for the Mines, just inside their 21. Another huge defensive series for the Mountaineers. Dvorak will go with 2 wide to the left, 1 to the right, single setback out of the shotgun. Long count. Here's the snap. Dvorak to throw to Oliver on the right side. He makes a nice catch out to the 36. They're going to mark it at the 37. 1st down for the Ordigers.
David Velasquez in there on that first hit.
Oliver got hammered, but he's the real deal. He's an exceptional wide receiver. He lines up tight on the right side here on 1st down. And Dvorak wants to go across the middle and has a catch, I think, made.
Yeah,
Number 6 had it bobbled, and I think he got it back, and this is across the 50 down to the Mountaineer 46.
That's Riley Hoff, a redshirt sophomore.
So the Mountaineer defense needs to stiffen up. We're down only to 6:12 here as Mines hasn't taken much off the clock. Dvorak out of the shotgun. He's going a little quicker than he did the last series. Across the middle he goes again to number 6. And that's another catch. Good inside coverage that time by the Mountaineers, Velasquez. But the catch is still made, so 3 quick passes, and the Mines has moved the ball right down the field.
Well, I tell you what,
the Western 33-yard line.
Might be a good time for a timeout right here by Western.
3 wide to the left, Oliver wide right. Dvorak the pass out of the pocket. He's hit and brought down, sacked. And that's Carter Wasser along with Yurko and Boyce on the tackle for the Mountaineers.
Great surge by those 3.
Good coverage downfield as Dvorak had nowhere to go, and that front 3 got to him along with Carter Wasser. Loss of about 3 back to the Mountaineer 36. 2nd down and about 13. Dvorak wants to pass again. Has number 6 again. He'll make the catch in front of Velasquez. Down close to the 25. He won't have enough for the 1st down.
Big 3rd down play here, Steve.
3rd and about 2 from the Mountaineer 25. 3 3 wide to the left. Young comes wide to the right. Seton the single setback. He goes in motion. Here's the pass over to Young. Incomplete off his fingertips. Velasquez had the coverage there. This will bring up a 4th down for the Ore Diggers. And you have to go for it here, Gene. They're down by 11. That's only 2 scores. They're going to have to go score twice. And another huge defensive play as the Ore Diggers will go 2 wide to either side. Seton a single setback. 4th down from the Mountaineer 25. Mines needs 2 yards for a 1st down. Dvorak out of the shotgun. Looks left. Here comes pressure. The pass to Oliver. Incomplete in the end zone.
They get it.
And Mines will turn the ball over. Great pressure on that play, and Western has a man down in the end zone. He's back on his feet now. Double coverage on Oliver down there. And
that's number 7. That's Velasquez, Steve.
Yeah, he and Jackson were down there. Velasquez is holding his right arm lip as he comes off. But they fought Oliver for the ball and knocked it loose. And the Mountaineers will take over with 4:26 left, up by 11. Now, Gene, we need that 4-minute drive.
Yeah.
Run the clock out and call it good. Or you want Eckler to score again on a long run?
Yeah, I'll take that.
Okay.
Yeah.
2 wide to the right side, 1 to the left. Eckler off the right shoulder. Handoff to Eckler. Up the middle he goes, and he'll pick up a couple as he'll get it out to about the 26. They're going to give him a pickup of about a yard. But the important thing is the run keeps the clock moving as we approach 4 minutes left here in the 4th quarter.
I think
Western up by 11 points.
I think both teams have all 3 timeouts, Steve, if I'm correct on that.
4 minutes even, and the clock continues to tick. McDonald comes wide to the left. Perkins in the slot right, Atkins far right, Eckler off the left shoulder. Fuqua in there as an H-back. Shotgun formation. Here's the snap. Eckler's got it. Right side try. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll be it. Bring up a 3rd and 9 for the Mountaineers.
Timeout. Colorado School of Mines.
Okay.
This is their first charge timeout of the 2nd half.
So Mines takes their first timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. 3:36 left. Mines with a timeout. Western with the ball, an 11-point lead, 42-31 here on the Mountaineer Radio.
Hey, what are you doing after the game?
I'm going to the Western State Colorado University bookstore where they have a huge selection of Western gear and everyone is welcome.
Awesome.
You should come with me and see the clothing, hats, and other Western gear.
Do they have ladies and kids' clothes too?
They do, and while you're there you can pick up some art supplies you've been wanting.
Great idea.
The best part is it's owned and operated by the university, so all the proceeds are reinvested right back into Western and the Gunnison community.
Fantastic. That's a win-win.
The Western Bookstore is a proud sponsor of the Gunnison Cowboys, Western Mountaineers, and Denver Broncos football. They are located in the University Center, open Monday through Friday, 7:45 to 5 o'clock, and after every football game till 5. Check them out online or call them at 970-943-7195. The Western State Colorado University Bookstore, where everyone belongs.
All right, we're back. Steve, go ahead and take it.
3rd down and 9 for the Mountaineers. The ball at their own 26. Eckler off the right shoulder. Tight formation, 1 wide to the left here. Eckler gets a handoff, comes to the left side. He breaks out. He's at the 30, 35, 40. Down the sidelines. He's at the 50, 40. He's at the 30 and out of bounds inside the Mines 25-yard line. Holy cow. That play started on the Western 26. The ball's now on the Mines 24. That's a 50-yard run for Eckler with 3:15 left, and the Mountaineers in great field position. Wow. What a game by Austin Eckler.
I think Austin's out. Fuqua's in.
Yeah, Fuqua's in along with Grosso. And here's the handoff to Grosso, and he'll pound a line of scrimmage, pick up maybe a yard before he's driven back.
I would think that Eckler would need take a breath moment here.
Timeout. Colorado School of Mines.
Mines will
This is
take their second timeout
of the second
with
half.
2:47 left here in the quarter. We're going to keep it right here, Gene. Yeah, it's a smart move to give Eckler a breather after that 50-yard run. Mines will have one timeout left. We've got 2:47 left on the clock. Western with an 11-point lead. And all they got to do, Gene, is pick up one more first down, and this one's in the books. Great job by the entire Mountaineer team.
Oh, man. Coach and staff and everybody. Good job by the fans sitting down here. They've been loud and boisterous today.
In a blustery day in the bowl, 46 degrees. That's the high for the day. As the Mountaineers come back on, Eckler will be back on the field. He'll line up off the right shoulder, 3 wide to the right side. Morgan lines up tight left. Derby on the long count. Movement by the Mines defense. We got plenty of time on the play clock. Long count by Araby. Eckler's got it. Eckler dances his way down inside the 20. He's going to be down at about the 28-yard line.
Mines is going to take the third timeout.
Colorado School of Mines. This is their third and final timeout of the game.
And we'll keep it right here. The ball on the Mines 29. As the entire Western team almost comes out on the field to discuss this next play.
Well, one thing about it, Steve, if they don't get this first down up here, they're well within Winky's field goal range.
Yeah, you've got lots of options down here. You've got a third down with about, call it a long 4 to pick up. Winky's got the legs, certainly, but Gene, you could also run 2 running plays even if you don't pick up the first down.
Yeah, there's still.
You've got an 11-point lead. Mines is going to have to score twice.
With no timeouts.
With no timeouts, and the most important thing here is to run off the clock with 2:40 left.
The clock is Mines' enemy now, not us.
2 wide to the right side. Irvy will have Grosso on his left shoulder and Eckler on the right. Third down and a long 4 from the Mines 19-yard line. And here's the fake handoff. Well, actually, Eckler's got it. He's left side try. And Eckler wisely just ran the ball back and forth there to keep the clock rolling. And the clock is reset now.
Well,
and we'll be under 2 minutes when this fourth down play is initiated. Winky's going to come in. And I'm going to guarantee you right now, Winky's going to take a delay of game to run the clock down further. Inside 2 minutes, it'll be about 1:50. And then Winky will try the field goal. It's not going to make any difference if it's marked back. Well, they may actually try to rush it, as the ball will be spotted at the Mines 28. And there's a delay of game.
Timeout. Western State.
Oh.
Wow, they called the timeout instead right as the clock ran down, so they get it the same way with 1:46 left.
You know, I was going to say that. I saw Coach Baines
Please
down there
reset the
with
game clock to 1
with the referee.
150, please.
That's what it should be, 150.
He was standing right next to the referee, so I thought that might happen. I mean, you had 3 timeouts. Go ahead and use one here, because they want to put points on the board right here for sure.
Now, what you don't want is a block here.
Yeah, right. Or a muff snap or something bad.
Muff snap, not a bad deal. Block that could be returned, you definitely don't want that, as Winky will again set up at the 28. This will be a 38-yard field goal attempt with 1:50 left in the game. Western up by 11.
38-yard field goal attempt here by Ryan Winky.
Boyd, the freshman, to hold. Here's the snap. The kick is away, and the kick is good. From 38 yards out. And And with a minute 45 left, your score now, Western 45, Mines 31, here on Mountaineer Radio.
Head for Blue Mesa Lumber, 401 West Tamichi, your building supply headquarters in Gunnison. Blue Mesa has the largest selection of DeWalt power tools. They come in both cordless and plug-in, and all the paints and stains and deck preservatives you need. Come on in and check out the beautiful Larson doors on display with many great features and styles to choose from. It's Blue Mesa Lumber, 401 West Tamichi, 641-1220.
Alumni who are present. That one's over by Escalante Terrace.
All right, Western State, Steve, getting ready to kick off. Winky to launch the ball, and I'm assuming he's going to go deep instead of squig kick it here. But Mine's out of timeouts, and they're going to have a couple of miracles happen, which I don't think the defense is going to allow that.
Well, Mines is a type of team that can score quickly, so this one's not over yet.
Nope.
Western up by 14 points with a minute 45 left.
Yep.
With Winky's leg, it makes sense for him to kick it through the end zone, but who knows what the Mountaineers might choose to do. Winky approaches the ball. Here's the kick, and he's going to drive this one into the end zone, and Oliver will nail it down there, and Mines will have a first down on their own 25-yard line.
All right, defense, your turn.
Let's see if we can set the whole defense. We've got Shavara, Yurko, and Alvarez on the front three. Campbell, Carter, Wasser.
Velasquez is back in there.
Yeah, they're in the middle as linebackers. I'm trying to pick up the right linebacker outside. We'll catch him here in a minute. Is Dvorak ready to go from his own 25? Too wide to either side. Here comes pressure. Dvorak rolls out right, goes downfield, and that pass is incomplete as Velasquez was there on the coverage, and that was intended for number 6, Riley Hoff, the sophomore. And this will bring up a second down and 10 for the Ore Diggers from their own 25. A minute 39 left in the football game. Too wide to either side. Western shows blitz. Dvorak drops back to pass. Good pressure. Here's the pass complete to Oliver. He'll step out of bounds out at the Mines 38. So that's a pickup of 13 and a first down for the Ore Diggers. And that'll stop the clock.
I think you want to cover those sidelines, Steve.
3 wide to the right side. Oliver wide left. Dvorak with Seton in the backfield. From their own 38, Dvorak to pass. In the pocket, goes across to Hoff. Great defense as Velasquez is there with Hoff. A late flag throw, and that was great defense. Both men going to the ball. And there's another gift for the Ore Diggers.
Pass interference. Number 7, defense, 15 yards, automatic, first down.
So it's a 15-yard penalty, not a spot foul. This will move the ball into Mountaineer territory. And if Mines should pull this out, Gene, you're going to have to give the MVP award to the officiating crew on this one. First down for Mines at the Mountaineer 47-yard line. Dvorak to pass. Shavara being held. And the pass is incomplete downfield. No flag there. Shavara was being bear hugged from behind, Gene.
Well, and Mason Bode out there on the defensive coverage almost had an interception there.
Is that Bodie or is that Halligan down there? It's hard to tell on those numbers.
Yeah,
Halligan has 2 interceptions already on the year.
It might be Halligan, Steve.
Second down from the 47 and 10 with 1:21 left. 3 wide to the right side for Dvorak. Man across the middle. Richter will make the catch inside the Mountaineer 40 before he's brought down by 2 Mountaineers. And Dvorak hustles his team to the line. That was Halligan in on the tackle. Dvorak to go, 3rd and short. He's got plenty of time. Across the middle he goes. Great defense that time by Halligan as he's there with the ball. That was an outlet pass to Sept. Incomplete. This will bring up a 4th down for Colorado Mines with 58 seconds left in the ball game. Boyce in, Alvarez out. Watch Boyce on the blitz from the left end, Gene. Here's the snap. Here's the pass. Right side. Velasquez knocks it away. Incomplete, and the ball will turn over to the Mountaineers.
And the Mountaineers will win this one, Steve. All they got to do is kneel down as Mines has no timeouts.
45-31, 54-5 left in the ball game. Mines is out of timeouts. And you are likely right. Here we go. Got to plug myself back in.
What a great football game today by both teams, but particularly the Mountaineers. They have played every aspect, offense, defense, and special teams.
Eckler will stand 15 yards behind Araby. Araby takes the snap and takes a knee. Victory formation. They'll have to do that one more time. There's a 10-second differential between the play clock and the game clock. We're about to see one of the great celebrations, homecoming celebrations in the history of Western State football. Araby under center again. He'll take the knee.
That'll do it.
Backing him up. And the clock will run down. Mines can't stop it. We're down to 15 as both teams onto the middle of the field. And Western knocks off the nationally ranked Orediggers. This is their second loss in 2 weeks. Gene, after they started the season by beating up on CSU Pueblo. And Western's record will run to 3-1. Mines will drop to 2-2. And Gene, Western is going to be no worse, I believe. Depends on what Black Hills State does today. No worse than a tie for second place in the RMAC here 4 games into the season.
Third straight win for the Mountaineers.
So as I said in game 1, when
there comes your celebration.
When the Mountaineers dropped a 20-point loss to Mesa, they might have been playing the best team in the RMAC that day. And after today's results, a 45-31 win for the Mountaineers, that might be the case. Let's take a timeout, listen to all of our sponsors, and then hopefully we'll have the final stats, and we'll cover those in a huge homecoming win for the Mountaineers as they beat their oldest rival, Colorado Schools of Mines, 45-31, your final score.
Hey, if you've had a vehicle accident or just need body and paint work, head for Buff's Collision. They have over 60 years experience in the shop and body work alone, and they know the ropes when it comes to helping with that insurance claim. And they provide free estimates. Buff's Collision is your full-service collision center. They're open 7:30 to 5:30, Monday through Friday at 601 South 10th. Call them, 641-CRASH. Buff's Collision Service, 601 South 10th Street. The Wet Grocer is your thirst quencher headquarters in Gunnison, bringing all major spirit brands, fine wines, and a variety of major beers and microbrew beers to the Gunnison Valley. Wherever the fun is, the Wet Grocer is. Supporting Cattleman Days, the Summer Softball Tournament, Mountaineer Athletics, the City of Gunnison Rec Program, and our veterans. The Wet Grocer,